Hello people and welcome to this new class in where we're gonna practice a little bit the new abilities we learned in the previous class related with the text, and to be more specific, related with the character formatting controls. So let's replicate this example. Then first thing that we have to do is to create our own text box. I will zoom out a little bit. Firstly, I can check how all this text is placed inside a text box. Remember that in InDesign, text always needs a text box. So I hit the text tool, T key, one click and drag, and here we are. Now let's text down the word composition. Composition. Zoom in. First thing I can check is that my word composition has this warning. It appears inside a pink box, which means that this typography is not available in my computer. If I focus now on the character formatting controls and I check the font is inside brackets, right? This means that the typography is not available. Anyways, I hit escape, zoom out, and I'll check what is the font used in my example. One click in this another box, double click to go inside, and then I can check that the font is Arial and the family regular. Size of the font 18 points, leading 21.6. I will not use the leading in this example. Anyways, then I should go back to my box, double click to choose the word, and now one click inside the font box and I can text down here Arial. Once this menu is expanded, I find here Arial regular. Time to change the size. We set 18 points. I can check how these small caps are hit. So I unhit this feature. And just the first letter, I will make it cap. Look how InDesign offers me the possibility to make it cap just from here very easily. If I zoom in, I can check this left over in pink, which means that here there is a kind of space still using the previous font, which is not available. So to avoid mistakes, to avoid errors, and we can check that error at the bottom of the screen, we have this red warning, one error. This is talking about this pink box. The best thing we can do is to delete it. Zoom out, holding Alt key and using the wheel of my mouse, and the first word is completed. Let's go with the second one. I go inside the word, and then on the control panel I can read Arial, regular 18, small caps on, tracking 530, and horizontal scale 50%. This is what we have to do. I select my word, Control C to make a copy. I go down using Enter key, Control V to paste my copy. I will select the first letter and I will make it lowercase. I text down letter C. Now double click, I select the word and I turn on small caps. Then I move to the tracking option and here I text down 530, right? Enter. We can check how our text changes a lot. The tracking is working on the distance between the letters. We are increasing that distance, while the small caps is making every single letter like uppercase, but using the high of a lowercase. The result is a much more elegant design in my typography, right? Anyways, to be completely similar to our example, we need to select again the word. Now let's move to the horizontal scale, and here we have to hit 50%. We will reduce the scale in the horizontal dimension to 50%. One click outside and here we are. Done. Next example. This time I will write down composition by myself. Let's check how this text is edited. One click inside the first box and then we can check how the word is written in Arial black. Family this time is black. 18 points, small caps, 00, 100% is the regular one, but in here the horizontal scale is not 100% but 175. This time has been increased instead of reduced. Okay, let's do it. Double click, Arial is okay, but not regular. I expand the family box and I click black. Small caps on. And then let's go to the horizontal scale. Double click here, 175, enter. One click outside, done. Next example, enter, enter, composition. Let's check the characteristics of our example. The font now is Times New Roman, family regular. size 18, small caps on, rest of the things regular, no changes. And the first letter is capitalized, right? So let's do it. Double click to select the word. Times New Roman is the font, regular, small caps on, and then first letter should be capitalized. I can do it from here. Done. Next example. Let's analyze this word. Times New Roman, regular, 18, nothing here. Tracking 200 instead of 0. Big distance between the letters. Rest of the things totally normal. First letter capitalized. Rest of the word lower case. Okay, I go to my box, enter, enter. I write composition. I select my word. Times New Roman, regular, first letter capitalize. I select all the word by double click, tracking 200, and that's all. Next example, check this word. The thing here is that we are working with the stroke of the font. If I check the control panel, the font is Arial, black, small caps on, rest of the things normal, but here we have these two guys. One is talking about the color of the fill and the other one is talking about the stroke. We will see that we can change thickness of that stroke and the color. These two guys are placed as well on here at the bar tool. We can check here, we have the fill and the stroke. We can change it, we can swap, but this is something that we will explore deeper and deeper in the next future. Now let's just focus on this character control panel, and then let's repeat this word. I go to my box, I write down composition, I select the word. We said that the family is black, small caps on, and then here the fill was in white, not in black, so I should change the color, not black but white paper, and the stroke is not none but black. One click outside and we can check how we are very close, but we haven't finished, right? Because our stroke is thicker than the example, right? So let's go to the example and then we should go over this floating panel, a stroke. Here we can check the weight, 0.5. Now let's go to our box. I select my word, I click stroke, and then the weight here is 1 point. So let's write down 0.5, enter. One click outside and here we are. As you can see, we can edit our text in many different ways. Playing with the fill and playing with the stroke give us endless possibilities. Imagine, for example, I want to change the fill. This time I will use magenta color and here we are. Control Z, one step back, enter, enter, and let's finish with this last example. This time when I click on this number, the font is Times New Roman, regular, 18 points is the size, small caps on, fill in black, stroke known as usual. But the thing here, the particular thing we have to focus on is this number 10 is working as a superscript, right? Okay, so let's do it. 512 and then number 10. I select all this number, Times New Roman, regular, and then now I select just number 1 and number 0 and I turn on superscript. One click outside and here we are. As you can see, everything is very intuitive. I hope this class helped you to get familiar with all these features. Time to say goodbye and I hope to see you in the next class.